Good evening, everybody. It's your pal Metalhead here. Hope you're all going well. Happy Christmas for tomorrow, for all those people celebrating Christmas. And I'm pleased to say that I did have a pleasant Hanukkah this year, my first one I ever embraced my Jewish roots by celebrating the high holiday of Hanukkah. And I look forward in 2024 to more high holidays like Purim, Passover, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, and the end of the Torah cycle. So, it's about less than an hour to go until the 24th of December 2023, which marks 3 years as a sober man. I have not touched a drop of alcohol in 3 long years. When I'm at work, if I get offered a beer, I basically say, "Do you have 0%? And they say, "No, it's 0.5%. I say, "Sorry, I only touch 0.0% alcohol, a free beer," because I'm sticking to a plan that I wanted to give up alcohol many years ago, and I gave it up during the time of the pandemic. I gave it up during the time that my liver enzymes were raised. I went through a battle of COVID in my first few weeks of sobriety. And in the last 3 years, there's never ever been a time where I'm being like, I really want to drink alcohol. I will basically say that the only time that I will acceptably have something that is alcoholic was if it was like maybe cooked in food, I guess. I mean, red wine sauce, that can't really make you drunk, I guess. But also, when I go to church, when I go to synagogue, there's always going to be, the blood of Christ on the chalice. And then on Shabbat, there is, kosher wine just for Kiddush. But when I do Kiddush at home, I always make sure I have, grape juice. So it's really important. There are a lot of famous people who I thank dearly for inspiring me on this road of sobriety. Tony Harnell of TNT has been sober for 5 years. Gary Holt from Exodus has been sober for 2 years. Abby Feltham, a woman who has been sober for longer than me. I followed her on social media because she's friends with one of my buddies, Middle Steve, who's also been sober for 2 years now. A lot of my friends back home in Australia, I've inspired them to stop drinking alcohol. And also Ernie C. from Bloody Count. He's been sober now for 10 plus this years, and every year he posts his coin on his sober anniversary. So I don't really order or buy those alcohol anonymous coins, but it's when I reach a milestone, or 1,000 days sobriety, or 6 months, 2.6 months sobriety. I basically just put a coin up on social media just to talk about it and thank people. As I said before, alcoholism is a thing that's run on both sides of my family, on my mother's side and my father's side. My mother's oldest brother is in a nursing home right now in New Zealand, battling dementia, born up by alcoholism, and he's 78 on New Year's Day next year, and I'm quite surprised he's still around, because I had another non-maternal uncle who passed away of dementia last year, but that wasn't born by alcoholism, because dementia is either it can be gene related, like it was for my mother's brother-in-law, but also many years ago I just remember snapping at my relatives saying, "Well, you guys are all alcoholics, you smokers, you wankers, you whores, you really all disgust me," and that was me at the time. When I stopped being Catholic, I turned away from religion. And literally, you don't really need, faith to become a sober person. You don't need to be a Muslim. You don't need to be a Sikh. You don't need to be a Jew. You don't need to be a Christian. You could be whatever you like. You just have to put your mind to it. I mean, I can't literally be thankful that, I am a religious person. But religion does have a part in breaking down addictions, I guess. I mean, if I've been sober for 3 years now, I mean, the next thing I want to work on is trying to, stop looking at pornography after, 22 years? It's really, horrendous and all. I really need a real woman in my life. Not a woman I see every couple of months for a fling, I guess. So, it's gonna be midnight. I've got Climate Oaks, non-alcoholic wine. Really happy that she made this for sober people and people who don't drink. So thank you very much, Kyle, even though I don't listen to music that much, and I can only see you live when it's 2026. I'm pretty sure my buddy Josh in Australia will be buying the alcoholic version of this. Anyway, Martin the Metalhead, over and out. Cheers to sobriety.